people know as Hell's Kitchen. Upstairs, now. And when you hit that ground floor, piano. Always piano.
You are here because the voices of your ancestors have requested your presence. Good.
Are you teaching me how to play piano right now?
In the face of great resistance, yes.
Can you feel the love now? I'm feeling the buzz now. Never wanna calm down. Once you get through these doors, it's like all of New York City is singing to you. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
I am a damn good mother.
The best. I know it.
There's no one.
The only thing I'm ever thinking about is you.
Get in the way of what I'm feeling. You're here. You have always been here.
You were in pain. That pain led you here. Listen to that pain. Do something with it. Get ready to write your own story.
You never know what you're gonna hear when these elevator doors open up.
Hello, and welcome back to The Exchange. The Broadway hit Hell's Kitchen is bringing its powerful music and compelling story to Denver this spring from April 14th through April 26th. Inspired by the life and music of Grammy Award-winning artist Alicia Keys, the musical has already made a major impact on Broadway, and now audiences across the country are experiencing the story for the very first time. One of the standout performers in the production is today's guest, Roz White, who plays Miss Liza Jane, a mentor who helps guide the show's young star as she discovers her voice and begins to shape her future. A Helen Hayes Award winner and acclaimed performer, Roz is celebrating more than 40 years in the arts. She joins us with an insider look at the show and plenty of reasons why you shouldn't miss it. Roz, thank you so much for joining me today to speak about Hell's Kitchen, which is playing at Denver Center for Performing Arts from April 14th through April 26th. We are so excited and cannot wait to see you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to get to Denver. It's going to be pretty during that time of year.
It is, yeah. Well, it's actually been pretty all year. Where are you from originally?
From Washington, D.C. originally.
Oh, okay. So you're getting that cold weather and like a lot of rain right now.
I'm not. I'm in Orlando, Florida, so I'm getting the sun.
All right. Well, that sounds nice.
Yes.
I love it. Well, Hell's Kitchen has made an enormous impact on Broadway already, winning 2 Tony Awards and a Grammy before even hitting the road with this national tour. What should audiences expect when experiencing this journey live on stage in Denver?
I really believe that the audience should come in with no expectations, to come in with an open mind and an open heart to receive the story of a young girl who's finding her way in the world in the 90s in New York City with a tough, strict mom who really wants the best for her, and then meeting a mentor who changes her life and opens up her world in a way that she never expected. So come in with an open mind. Of course, expect to hear Alicia Keys music in a way that you've not heard it before, and to fall in love with that music all over again. And then to just be taken on a journey through this community that really strengthens this young woman and helps her to find her way in a time that can be kind of scary and uncertain for teenagers.
I love the idea of coming in with no expectations, and I'm a huge fan of Alicia Keys' music. I can remember when she released her first album, I was in New York City at the time. Super exciting. But tell me about this mentor and your character.
Miss Liza Jane is a woman who has a deep-rooted history. She learned her piano skills from a white woman, probably in the early to mid 40s, which means that there was a lot of segregation, that there was a lot of injustice being done towards Black people in the country. And this piano teacher's piano was actually destroyed for teaching this little Black girl to play. So that's what she brings with her into the story, that deep history, the pride in her ancestral roots with Hazel Scott. She mentions in the piece. She's just a rooted and grounded woman who discovers this young girl in the Ellington room in the building where they live, and offers her the gift of teaching her the piano as a way to channel her frustration and her pain. She can see that this young woman is frustrated and she's in pain and she needs a way to channel that. And so she offers her the teaching of the piano, and it works. Allie receives that teaching and then becomes very close to Miss Liza Jane, and they go on a journey together, using those skills, like I said again, to channel and to redirect and to focus her pain and turn it into power. It's a very, very loving relationship, but at the same time, Miss Liza Jane challenges Allie to be respectful of those who come before her, and to be respectful of her mother, and to cherish that relationship, because we don't get forever. So in a very short amount of time, Miss Liza Jane comes into Allie's life and gives her those life lessons that will be the foundation for the woman she's to become.
I love that. I would love to know more about your personal background and what drew you to the role when you first read the script.
So here's the deal. I did not read the whole script. I got pieces of the script to audition. I loved what the character was saying, thought that it was relatable to me because I am both an artist and a teacher. I'm a teaching artist. And the songs are beautiful and heart tugging. So I put everything that I had into that audition, got a call back, and when I walked into the room to sing with for Alicia Keys and for our director Michael Greif, immediately the chemistry was just there and things just clicked. And so it seems that I was destined to get this role. It wasn't very long before I found out that I was cast. And once I did read the full script, I was like, oh wow, this is a journey that I'm very familiar with, having lost my own mom in 2021, and having had several friends and chosen family members to transition as well. I'm very familiar with that journey of tying up loose ends and making sure that you've given all that you can give on earth before you move on to the next plane, and the importance of saying someone's name into the atmosphere so that their spirit lives on, and so that we can remember the great things that they deposited. And all of that is played out in our show in a very beautiful way. So I related on all levels to this character.
That's a very profound point, and I'm sorry to hear about your mother and your close friends and loved ones. But this is an exciting time for you. You're celebrating 40 years as a performer, and I just know that must be incredible. How are you feeling, and what do you think is the most important lesson you've learned in your journey on the stage?
For me, the most important lesson has been to listen to your teachers. I remember being 24, graduating from Howard University, and having one of my acting teachers, she's still alive, she'll be 90 in a few days, Vera Katz, tell me that, and I have to do her voice to do it. She said, you're lucky you can sing and dance, because you're not going to get any juicy roles until you're in your 40s. And I was devastated because I was 24 and I wanted the juicy roles now. And I'm talented enough and really stubborn. But I went on and just kept working. When I saw that New York wasn't um, quickly turning out the jobs for me, ironically, I auditioned for shows like Rent and Lion King multiple times and wasn't cast. It was meant for me to go on a different path and to do regional theater and to write my own shows. And now I have the respect of colleagues who, on one hand, say, well, where have you been? But the other hand, say, we've been watching you. We see what you've been doing in the trenches. And here now, this platform of the national tour. This is my third national tour on the union level. And then I did a non-equity tour right out of high school. So touring seems to be my bag. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited that I still have the energy to do 8 shows a week. I'm excited that there's a role that's written for my specific skill set, as well as my age demographic. I've been approached by several seasoned women who thank me for playing this role, and who are very touched and who connect. So I feel really, really good in this space, and feel like there's even more out there for me, because as long as I can stay healthy, then I can continue to tell these stories. So this feels really good. I didn't think about the 40 years until I looked up and said, it's been 40 years. So I wasn't counting the years per se. I remember having been in the business for 25 years. And then after that, I kind of stopped counting. And now here we are at 40. So, yeah, it feels really good to be still, like I said, energetic enough and passionate enough about the work to still do it with a level of excellence.
There's really something to be said for doing all of that work for all of those years. I think we go into our dream roles or our professions and we think that everything is supposed to happen overnight. But when you're doing all that work for all those years, you learn so much. So I just bet that you bring so much to the stage. Tell me, is there a special moment within Hell's Kitchen that you just really love performing the most?
It's interesting. I was talking about this yesterday with someone, and there's several moments. Miss Liza Jane only has about 18 minutes of stage time, so I'm not on the stage a lot. Every time I come, it's specifically for a reason to either impart something into Allie or to have a conversation with her mom. And then there's moments that I don't want to give away because they are quite special, and I don't want the audience to know before they happen. And that's one of the moments that's my favorite. But just for the audience that may be watching, it's the moment that I spoke about earlier when an ancestor gets their name spoken into the atmosphere and their legacy continues. That's probably my favorite moment of the show. And it's called Hallelujah Like Water. So if you read your playbill and you see that moment, know that that's my favorite. It brings together dance and vocals and the acting in a way and the lighting. Everything about that moment is a beautifully crafted piece of musical theater. So Hallelujah Like Water. That's my favorite moment.
Well, I cannot wait to see Hell's Kitchen. I wanted to go to New York and see it on Broadway, but I'm really excited that it'll be touring, especially here in Denver. For anyone who's not familiar with maybe Alicia Keys or the storyline of this production, what would you say to convince them that it is a do not miss show?
Trust word of mouth. I'm old school. I saw Dreamgirls in 1982, 83 when I was about, 12, 13 years old. And word of mouth is the best way to figure out if something is for you. And the people have been raving. I heard somebody say today that the music is its own character and catharsis. So just be prepared for an uplifting and life-changing, really, experience that you can take back into your community and be proud of your community and to help maybe a young person or even a person that is not necessarily a young person, a person that just is trying to find their way. There's a way to do that, and you have to tap into your passion. Yeah, I just dig ready for a life-changing experience.
Very beautiful. But thank you so much, Roz. I cannot wait to see you here at the Buell Theater in Denver. I'm actually in front of the Buell Theater right now, so we get a little sneak peek.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you again to Roz White for joining the exchange. You can see the immensely talented and soulful performer on stage as Miss Liza Jane in the Tony Award-winning musical Hell's Kitchen, inspired by the life and music of Alicia Keys. The national tour arrives at Denver Center for the Performing Arts April 14th and plays through April 26th. For tickets and showtimes, visit denvercenter.org. Don't miss your chance to experience this powerful story brought to life through music, heart, and an extraordinary cast. For more interviews featuring real stories, real people, and real purpose, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.